I'm very hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet and I can feel my tummy's grumbling. Let's hope it doesn't make noises in this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my California haul. This is all the things I bought from Disneyland, Universal Studios, and then some miscellaneous bits around Los Angeles, like a couple of clothing bits and food and stuff like that. So it's not a massive haul. I was trying to be good because I'm currently saving for a house and I do go a little bit mad when I go on a Disney trip. I mean, I did buy... good. I basically made a list. I've been to Florida for the last 2 years, Walt Disney World, and I kind of knew what I like and what I wanted. So I do have a bag of stuff to show you, but the first thing, I'm just going to jump straight into it, is I bought a Spirit jersey, and this has actually just come out of the wash, so it's slightly damp still, but you'll get the gist. So I love the Disney Parks Spirit jerseys. I get one for each park, and that means I have one from Florida now, one from Disneyland Paris, and then I needed to complete my collection and have a California one until I obviously go to other parks. And I've got a Minnie Mouse one as well from Shop Disney. So I have white, black and navy blue. They're all very practical. It means I can wear them around the house or to the cinema and doing the food shop and things like that. But I wanted one that was a bit more fun and can remind me of my California trip and the lovely heat and being in LA. So I wanted more of a colour. And I was kind of torn, like playing it safe and going for like a grey, but I went for this pink tie-dye one, which was actually brand new on the week that I was there. It's pink and white and it's got the lovely little Disneyland logo in the corner. I go for a large in these. I could probably get away with going for a medium, but I just love them when they're really baggy. The only thing I'd say is the arms are too long, so I just roll them up a couple of times, which works for me. And then on the back, it's got Disneyland in this beautiful rose gold, which I just think is gorgeous. They did actually have some Minnie Mouses that matched perfectly, but I did already have baby pink and rose gold ears, so I kind of restrained myself. But yeah, here's my Spirit jersey. I love it. Look at this design. I think it's so fun. They do have a tie-dye that's kind of like multicolored, which is really cute as well, but it's not very me. I think this one is definitely more me. These are expensive. It was like $70, which is a little bit mad, but I do wear mine a lot. Like, it's my uniform at home for working from home. I love them. So I'm going to pop this back on the radiator so it can dry, but I'm very happy with my purchase. So that's the only clothing item I got from Disneyland. I was tempted to get a t-shirt or a hoodie, but I kind of thought I'm just going to get the one Spirit jersey and be good. So let's dive into the bag. I have actually miscellaneous stuff everywhere. First thing is a bit miscellaneous, but I couldn't help myself. I got the plastic Pixar ball. This was $6.99 plus tax, and I got this in Disney's California Adventure, and I love it. I just think it would look really cute on the shelf to represent, you know, Pixar films and being at Pixar Pier, and I just thought it was really, really fun. So it's like a cheap souvenir, isn't it, for a little ball. And actually, Benji and I took it to our pool in our hotel and we chucked it to each other. So we did end up using it as an actual ball as well. So that was that. Like I said, Benji and I are looking to buy our first house this year, so we've been starting to look at homewares and getting things that we want in the future house. So you'll notice there's a couple of things that are a nod to that. So the first thing was we picked up were these salt and pepper grinders. These were expensive, but I kind of thought it's an item that you use pretty much daily and don't normally replace them often. So they were $20 each plus tax, which is a little bit nuts. But obviously they don't have any salt or pepper in yet, but I really love them. I like subtle touches of Disney around the house. So I think these will look really cute in the kitchen. We saw them once and then we slept on it and went back the next day, and we found them in the Disney Home store in downtown Disney, which was a dream. I could have spent so much money in there. They had tea towels and mugs and anything homeware, even stuff for your pets they had. So yeah, love these a lot. Next, I got myself some new mini ears. If you watch my weekly vlogs, you will know that I already own about 20 pairs of mini ears, but I love them and I like to have a new pair for new trips, which is a bit excessive. But I actually didn't fall in love with many on the first day, if you watch the vlogs, I was trying some on in the shop, and there was a pair of like American inspired, like American flag with stars on, that I liked. But then I saw on Instagram that they had these coming, and so I spent the next like 2 days trying to find these Ariel ears. And then we were walking through Main Street in the shops, and one of the main, I think it's the Emporium shop, had about 10 hanging on their own, so bought these Ariel inspired ears. I absolutely love them. Ariel is one of my favourite princesses and characters. Growing up, she was the only princess that had like red hair. Like me, I had much more ginger hair when I was a little girl, and I just loved it. And it says mermaid hair, don't care, down the side. I would normally take the tag out as well. I just hate when the white tag is like flapping, but I actually end up being able to tuck it in because I couldn't find my scissors. But yeah, should we pop these on? Aren't they cute? I really love them. I think they're really gorgeous. So they were brand new as well. It just so happened the week I was there, I got the newest ears and spirit jersey, so I'm very trendy. Good. This is going to be in a very miscellaneous order, but we bought a Diet Coke when we were in the queue for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and they have their own branded Diet Coke bottles. We did end up using this and refilling it with water as well, but I don't know what I'm doing with this. It might just be something that I end up getting rid of, but I don't know. I think it looks quite cute, so I kept the bottle. So speaking of plastic bottles, the next thing I picked up was the Starbucks Parks, the Disney Parks mug. Now this is actually generic to the parks overall, because I think that's actually the Walt Disney World Castle, and you've got Epcot Ball up there, Tower of Terror, Tree of Life. So yeah, I would say this is more for the Florida parks, but that's absolutely fine because I've been there twice in the last 2 years. And I love this. I love how massive it is. It's got a nice plastic straw, and I'm going to use this for obviously water on my desk at my office. I can't remember how much it was. It doesn't have a price on it. I think it was quite expensive. We're talking like $20, $25 or something. It's not cheap to buy anything that's branded Disney Parks, but yeah, love it a lot. So that's going to be my new sippy cup on my desk for my water. And then the last cup I got was a mug, and if you know me well, you'll know I love Disney mugs and I collect one every time I go away. The first Walt Disney World trip I did a few years ago, I came back with 2 or 3 I think, and over the last few years I've been trying to be better and not go too mad. So I already own this version, like this design in the Walt Disney World one, and knew I wanted to get the Disneyland version. So it's basically this mug. You will recognise this if you do watch my vlogs. It says Disneyland inside. It's the most perfect size mug. They wash really nicely, and the design is, let me come closer, obviously the Disneyland park, so you can recognise some of these iconic, and Disneyland California obviously because that's picks up here, but you can recognise some of these iconic attractions. So yeah, I love this a lot. Again, doesn't have the price on, but I think it was like maybe $15, $16, something like that. Love it. So I just got 1 mug. See, I was being quite good. I could have come home with more. In fact, actually, the mug collection wasn't incredible. I think it's definitely better in Florida, but that was the 1 mug I wanted, so I got it. Speaking of mugs, so when I was in Starbucks, they also had the Been There series mugs, which is a collection they sell, which they're gorgeous basically, but they also brought out these Christmas decorations. So I'm going to try and show you this, but they sell this basically in a big mug format, and now they also sell it as a little decoration. This is the little Been Here series Christmas decoration mug, and I love this a lot. It says the happiest place on earth on this side, the wildest ride in the wilderness. That is adorable. So yeah, I really think this is so gorgeous. Then I didn't end up getting the Disney California Adventure one, which I'm really sad about. I just didn't make a trip to the Starbucks there, and it didn't even cross my mind. So I thought, okay, well, I'm happy with just the one, it's okay. Again, I can't remember how much these are. But anyway, so left the parks. I still have a few Disney things to show you, but while we're here, we were in a Starbucks at the Warner Bros. Studio Tours, and they had the Been There series for generic California, and they had this one, and I couldn't help myself. So I'm a bit sad that I don't have the Disney's California Adventure to complete the set, but I do have this one, which is the generic California collection, as you can see, and I really like this. I actually am thinking about putting them on a shelf in my office somewhere. Like, I just think they'd look really cute instead of having them on the tree. I can't really picture them on our Christmas tree. I don't think they're very Christmassy. I know they're meant to be ornaments, but I just think they're lovely. So really happy with these. I think they're quite new. There was a cast member in the store that said they'd just come in. So, oh, hang on, this has got $9.95 plus tax. So speaking of decorations, we always like to buy a Christmas decoration, and we basically kept it quite simple this year. This one we got was $16.99, and it's a snack. It's an ice cream premium bar, and I just thought this was so lovely. So we already have quite a few big generic like Disney, Mickey and Minnie Christmas decorations for our tree. I buy quite a lot from Shop Disney here in the UK, and we wanted one that reminded us of the parks, and they had a selection of snacks, and our favourite snack is actually the Rice Krispie treat, which I'll show you in a minute, but we preferred this one visually. I think it was the prettiest looking. So yeah, it's quite simple. It's literally just the ice cream bar with a bite taken out of it on a stick, but I think this is really lovely. So we got this one, and then to represent us hopefully being in our own house by the end of the year, we also got a key. We thought this would be really nice to have on our future Christmas tree. So this was $21.99. It's not cheap, is it? And this is actually part of their Mouse Party collection. So on the back, I'm going to see if I can come in closer. It does say like the world's biggest mouse party Disneyland, but actually I just prefer it this side with the castle. It's shiny, it's cute, and I love it. So yeah, we picked it out together, and it's got tiny little like Mickey ears on the top. It's very, very sweet. So I'm very happy with that. So we didn't go too mad on Christmas decorations, although to be fair, they are quite expensive for those tiny little ones. So that's that. Another thing I like to collect is the Disney pens. Now I'm looking over there because I have maybe like 15 of these pens now, and every time I go on a trip I try to find a different character. So this is obviously Slinky Dog, and I love it because he's got little flappy ears, rubber ears. These are $7.99 from memory. It does say Toy Story on it as well. That's cute. Disney parks. And yeah, I think this is really sweet. So I don't actually use the pens, I just put them in my collection. Is that sad? I don't know, but I'm happy. So we need to talk about Rice Krispie treats, because I love the Mickey and Minnie Rice Krispie treats. They sell these individually wrapped, and I was going to bring those back, but it was actually cheaper to buy them in a box. I think they were $15, so I spent $30 basically on 8 Mickey and Minnie Rice Krispie treats, which is maybe a little bit mad, but I absolutely love them. Let's see if we can open one. Oh, yay! I'm so happy! Look at these. Oh my goodness. Yes, so these are the treats that I love so dearly. If you bring me back one of these from a Disney park, I will love you forever. So I can give one to one of my friends as well. She'll be very grateful for that. So got Rice Krispie cereal treats. I love them very much. So now I'm stocked up. Benja was like, should we get another box? Because you're definitely going to want them. I was like, babe, I'm already spending like £30 on these. It's crazy money for things that I'm not going to even keep. They're going to go in my belly, although I will enjoy them very much. The next thing we are so happy with, and again, this is kind of inspired for the future house that we want to get at some point, but we bought an art print, and Benji and I absolutely loved going in the art shops and looking at all the art designs, and we'd just seen Toy Story 4 and both grew up watching Toy Story films, and Buzz and Woody are so iconic, and I absolutely love this. So this is by an artist called Darren Wilson, and it's literally called Buzz and Woody. He creates work of art for the Art of Disney Gallery for the past 15 years, and he's become one of the most sought after Disney artists in the marketplace. So yeah, really, really happy with this. It was actually really quite reasonable. It was $39.95, so plus tax, about £40 for a really beautiful print that has its own frame, but we will frame it as well, obviously. So I hope you can appreciate how beautiful this is. Sorry, I know it's reflecting a little bit. Maybe let's hide my face. But yeah, it really is stunning, and I can't wait to have that up in our house somewhere. So I love it a lot. Love it. Next thing I bought was maybe a bit mad, but I got a bit addicted and excited, and they were only like $1.50 each. But I bought the reusable bags. So it started in the World of Disney shop when we were buying my Spirit jersey, and this was the first one I bought. This has 4 of the characters on it and the Mickey on the front, World of Disney. And then I picked up one in Disney's California Adventure, which has this selection of prints on the back, and then obviously a Disneyland one, which has this on the other side, Love them. And then I wanted one for Star Wars, but they didn't do medium size. So I bought this one last. And again, I think this is $1.50. So this is the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge one, the smaller one. And on the back it looks like this. It says Landing 2019. So bought the reusable bags as well. They're handy, aren't they, for food shopping and general. I don't even know if I want to use them. I have one that my friend Victoria bought back for me as well from Florida. I love it so much that I've like popped it to the side. So we'll see if I end up actually using them. We stayed in a Disney hotel and I know that they're going to stop doing these eventually. So I basically took the toiletries. Okay, so we obviously have shampoo, conditioner, body wash and body lotion. And this is their H2O Plus Beauty range. And they smell insanely good. It's like sea salt and sea inspired, sea marine they're called. Oh, wow, it's so good. So I'm keeping those, thank you. Shall we do pins? Let's do pins because this will transition us nicely into the non-Disney stuff as well because, you know, I've got non-Disney pins too. So let me pour these out. So first things first, I had a lanyard with some pins that I traded. So I thought I'd show you the ones that I traded. I only had 3 to trade this trip. So I've got Donald with an anchor. I've got Dale up here, and then I've got this amazing 2019 one with Mike on it. So I'm going to keep this. I might retrade these eventually. But to be honest, I just love pin trading. If you haven't tried it and you're into pins, highly recommend it. It's so exhilarating when you find one that's a good one and you trade it for like a less exciting pin and you get something else. It's like you don't have to spend the money and I feel like I've shopped. It's crazy thing. Anyway, so I got that one. The first pin we bought was to represent us staying in Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, which was crazy, but I actually didn't love the pin. I hate when this happens. I buy pins for every hotel, Disney hotel we stay in, and I do get frustrated if they only have one design. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's quite cute, but it's not really my favourite pin in the world. But Mickey's sat in front of the fire with Pluto and it says Grand Californian Hotel. So that's quite nice. I don't know how much that was. It was a silver colour. So most of the pins vary from like $10 to about $15. They can get quite expensive. So that's the first one. And then I wanted like 2 generic ones. So I got a Disneyland one. I didn't think the selection was that amazing, but I do really love this. This is Mickey and the castle. It's got Disneyland logo on the bottom there. It's not like anything else that I've got. I like the gold trim around it. It's this Disney Parks collection. This was a yellow one. Again, I have no idea. I should have written down the prices, but got that. The next one I think is my favourite. This is a Pixar Pier one. I couldn't find a like California Adventure generic one, so I went for this. Which I love. It's really gorgeous. It's quite big, and then the ball is like, can you see that? It's like, yeah, you see what I mean. It's not flat, obviously, it's more like 3D, but I love this. This is such a lovely pin and will look really nice on my pin board. I'm running out of space. I need more space. But anyway, next we got one for a ride that we loved. I always try and get like a ride one. I'd love to collect like all the ride pins eventually, but we loved the Matterhorn bobsleds. I really like this. I think this is really fun. Sometimes I'll just see a pin and just love the design of it. So we got this as well. Again, a yellow collection. Mickey looks so cute there. And then we saw this one, which was quite expensive, $17.99. It was the most expensive pin. And I've been on the hunt for a Tarzan pin for a while because one of our favourite films is You'll Be in My Heart, which is Phil Collins and it's the song from Tarzan. So we literally lost our minds when we saw that they had this pin, and so I had to get it. It's part of their limited edition collection and it is just a Tarzan pin. It's quite big, but I really like it. Look how amazing that is. I love their limited edition ones. You know you're getting like a special pin. I just think this is gorgeous, so got that. Then we had to get one for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There was quite a good selection. I almost went with a different one, and then we saw this at the till and I swapped. It says cleared for landing 31st of the 5th, 19, obviously the dates are around the other way for US. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's a limited release one. I really, really like this. Look at that. That's a really lovely pin. And that will represent us obviously visiting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So that's all of my Disney pins. Next is a pin from Universal Studios. Now I already have one that's like a generic writing from the Orlando version, and they sell the same ones in LA. So I got a Jurassic World pin instead because I didn't want to duplicate having several Universal Studios pins. This was $13 and we were there for the opening of Jurassic World The Ride. So as you can see, we've got this pin to represent that. I really like it. The doors, do the doors open? The doors open! Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Look at that! It literally says pass member in it. That's very cool. I did not know that the doors opened. Well, there we go. That's so cute. Okay, moving on. We went to the OUE Sky Space, so I had to get one to represent that. If places have a pin, I'm normally buying it. So this one's quite nice. This was $7.95. I like that a lot. Got that. We went to the El Capitan Theatre. We actually went to all the theatres along Hollywood Boulevard. There is a shop called the Disney Studio Store Hollywood in the El Capitan Theatre. This was $6.95 and they did have a Mickey and Minnie one that was quite cute, but I just liked how simple this was. It literally just says El Capitan Theatre Hollywood on it. I think this is really lovely, so had to get that. We're nearly there. We went to the Warner Bros. Studio tour and we went on the set of Friends. Well, Friends has quite a few studios and we saw a few different sets and a soundstage, and they have a Central Perk cafe, so we wanted to get one to represent that, seeing as Friends is one of our favourite shows, and then one to represent the Warner Bros. Studio tour. So these were the best ones we could get. One was $5.95, the other was $6.95. So they look like this. They're quite nice. They're not too big, which I like. So there are Warner Bros. Studio Tour pins. And then last but not least, we went to Six Flags Magic Mountain on our last day, last evening. I wanted a pin to represent Six Flags, but they had no good pins whatsoever. So this was $6.99 and I liked it because it says California on it. But as you can see on the bottom, it says Six Flags, but not on the actual pin. It's just kind of a generic California pin, really. So once it's on the board, you can't tell it's Six Flags, but that's all they had. So I got that one as well. So that's all my pins. I got 12 pins, which is not too bad, is it? I don't know. I've been worse before, to be honest. In Universal, we had cocktails at the bar that is right by Jurassic World The Ride. So we brought home the plastic cups that the cocktails came in. They were really kind and they actually washed them out for us as well in the sink with soap. So they're all nice and clean already. But yeah, this one's quite boring because it is literally just a bit plastic and it's clear. But when you've got some actual drink in it, you can actually see the design. It's quite cool. And then this one was Benji's, which I like a lot better. I think this is amazing. And apparently it does come with lids and they throw them away before they bring them into the parks, which is a shame because that could have been really cute with a lid on it. But anyway, kind of tiki bar-esque design, wooden inspired. I like it. Plastic cup. Brought that home as well. At the Warner Bros. Studio tour, I picked up this Central Perk reusable bag and I actually used it, so it's a bit grubby, so I need to give it a bit of a wash. But I just thought this was quite sweet and subtle, and I liked the long arm on it, and it's got a little Velcro bit inside. But yeah, it's very basic and plain and I like it. So I got that from the studio tour. I got a couple of bits of clothing. So the first thing I picked up was a cardigan, which I know makes me like a proper nana, but I really liked this to wear with my jumpsuit. I wore it on the plane home, on the journey home, and it's just literally a grey cardigan, but it's really soft. This was from Abercrombie & Fitch. So I actually got this in the sale, I think. Maybe it was like $20 or $30, something like that, but love that. I mean, it was something that I actually needed. So the next thing on my list to buy was a pair of American Eagle Outfitters jeans, and I absolutely love their denim. Their shorts and their denim jeans are amazing. So I wanted to buy a pair because I've kind of gone up a few sizes since my last pair that I bought in 2016, and I very specifically knew I wanted the high waist, but not the super high waist. I wanted the stretch, and I wanted like a nice dark denim that I could wear all through the winter, because obviously it's normally raining here in the UK. Went to a store at Westfield Shopping Centre, tried on like 10 pairs and none of them were right. Could not get them right. And then we went to the Citadel outlets, which was a really great outlets shopping centre area. We loved it. We spent like 3 hours there. It was great. And they had an American Eagle Outfitters there, and that's where I found my jeans. So they're a very basic pair of plain denim jeans. What I really love is that they have a curvy collection now as well. I tried on some pieces from that which were really comfortable. So if you love a bit of stretch in your jeans, I hope you can see this, but they are so comfortable. They're called Super Stretch. These were, I think, $50. They were $49.95, I think, something like that. So they're not cheap, but I feel like if you know what you like, and especially with jeans, I'm happy to pay that for a really good pair of jeans. I love them, absolutely love them. They're perfect. So yes, can't wait to wear those. And then I got 2 dresses. So this dress is also American Eagle Outfitters. Tried it on in the changing rooms when I was trying on like hundreds of pairs of jeans, and Benji said it looked really pretty. And I ended up wearing it the next day with a pair of white Vans, and I love it. It's basically, I've got something very similar from Jack Wills. It's got little sleeves, which I really like, but it's a white dress with blue flowers on it, and it's all flowy and pretty and easy wear. Like, this is me to a T. It's got a little like tie at the top. I just love it. It's nice and thin and light, but it's got a layer inside as well, so it's got like, it's double layered, if that makes sense. What would you call it? It's got lining inside, that's what I mean. This was about $40 maybe, something like that. I really should have written down the prices, but you get the gist. And then I also bought this dress, which was $40 in the outlet, down from $56. It's actually from Superdry, which I can get at home, but you know when you see something and you're like, I want that, that's me. It's a strappy dress. Again, it's just quite simple, it's just a dress, but it's got an elasticated back, so it's really comfortable. I really like the top. I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a little bow, and it's black with white stars all over it, and I wore this to Six Flags Magic Mountain as well. This is just kind of another easy summery dress. I lack some dresses like that in my wardrobe, so I'm very happy with that. We went to CVS and I bought scrunchies, which is the most bizarre thing I think I've ever bought. Oh, they've just come off the packaging. I really love scrunchies right now, and they sold these like plain black ones in a pack of 3, and they are really, really comfortable. So yeah, they just said scrunchy comfy stretch, the most comfortable scrunchie ever with new tech. Very miscellaneous, but you know when you see something you're like, yes, love them. We bought 4 bags, but one is already gone, of caramel M&Ms sharing size. I do wish that we had bought the family size bags when we were in Target, but these were the biggest sizes we could find when we were in CVS. These are insanely good. If you're going to the US and you want to get something that you can't get in the UK, get these because they are amazing. M&M's caramel flavour, they are just delicious. Benji and I had them in the evenings when we were watching How to Get Away with Murder, and they're actually resealable bags. I don't know how much these were. I think they were like $5 or $6 for a bag, which is kind of pricey, maybe even more, but I love them. Very happy with those. They're probably not going to last very long. They're probably going to last as long as the Rice Krispie cakes, but there we go. I have one more thing to show you, which is a bit miscellaneous, but I feel like a lot of you will appreciate and understand this. So I actually kept all of our leaflets, tickets, anything that we could find. We went to the original farmer's market, which was amazing to look around, and there was a tiny little shop called the Sticker Shop or Sticker World, and I love my planner. I love organising. I have a diary that I use every single day, a paper one, and I saw these and I got a bit excited. They were $5 each, and I just couldn't help myself. I bought all 3. So these are by a company called Life Organised, and they're basically stickers, but they're kind of stickers that you can use for, like, I don't know, let's just try and show you some. This is like a travel collection, but there's also like these ones that look like this. Look at these, I love them. For $5 for a pack of, how many did you get? 258 stickers in each pack. These are great. Look, these are so nice. I'm actually obsessed with these. I'm a bit sad I didn't get more. It was in the moment I kind of just grabbed them and paid, you know what I mean? But I wish I got more, but I love them. So that's the last thing that I bought. I think that is everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't checked out our vlogs already, I will have our playlist linked below, which has a pack with me and our plans and vlogs and things like that. So do make sure you go and watch that. Let me know if you're taking a trip to the Disney parks this year and what kind of things you have your eye on, what you want to buy. I love shopping in the Disney parks. It is dreamy. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.